Hi, my name is Kaarle McCulloch. I'm a track cyclist and I specialise in the sprint discipline. Today I'm going to take you through a few exercises that I do, usually before gym, sometimes before track, that actually helps to activate the glute muscles. So sometimes when you're really fatigued, you actually just need to get your glute muscles firing so that they don't get so fatigued when you're actually riding and that they work as well as what they can, which is really, really important as a sprinter especially, because our power comes from our glute muscles. So to begin with, we're going to do an exercise called Supine Bridge. So just find a nice mat and lie down on your back. We want to have our toes pointing up so that all of our weight is on our heels. And then what we're going to do is we're going to think about activating our glutes first and then raising our hips, really squeezing the glute muscles and then lowering back down. Up and squeeze and back down. And when you come back down, you just want to relax everything and then again, squeeze from the glutes first and then back down. So I normally do around 20 reps of that and then move on to the next exercise. Next I do an exercise which I kind of call the spider exercise. So we're going to go on hands and knees. We want to make sure our hands are in line with our shoulders and we just have a nice neutral back. Then we're going to use alternate arm to leg and we're going to raise up like this, pause for a couple of seconds and then back down. Again, we want to focus on squeezing the glute muscle first so that we can get a nice burn in the glute and back down. This is also a good activation for your core muscles, which is really important also when you're on the bike. And it just helps to align your body and get you ready for the hard, intense exercises that you're going to do. So again, I do around 10 on each side. And towards the end, I give a nice long pause up the top. And you should feel your glute muscles really burning by the end then. Next, I move on to an exercise which uses Sarabande. So you can get Sarabande usually from your local physio, or sometimes you can actually also get it from like Kmart or something like that. So it's pretty easy to get your hands on and it's pretty cheap. The next exercise is called the Clam. So what we want to do is put the Sarabande around just above our knees here. Then we want to turn on our side and have a 90-degree angle with our legs, lying down, keeping your neck in a nice neutral position as well. And then we just again want to think about moving from the glutes. So we're just going to lift the knee up, pause at the top and back down. Up, squeeze at the top and back down. Again, doing that for around 10 to 15 reps. And then as you get better at doing this exercise, because it's actually quite fatiguing, you can start to make it more difficult by changing the angle of your legs. So this will change where the glute activates. So this is just slightly different. And then again, you can make it more challenging by having your leg out straight here like this. So we're really isolating that glute muscle and we're really making sure that they're firing nice and strongly. And then last, just to keep the burning going, I move on to a more specific position, again with another piece of Sarabande. It can be any type of Sarabande, just depends on how strong you are and how much you want that burn. So we're just going to put this around our ankles here. We want to have our legs hip width apart. We're actually going to bend over and bend our knees and go into a more cycling position here. And then we're going to take very little steps in and out, focusing on holding this nice and strong and keeping our knees in a straight line. You should really be feeling the burn by now. And just out and back for around 10 reps each side. And by the end, you should be not wanting to to bend down at all because your glutes are burning. So that's basically what I do prior to every gym session, sometimes before track sessions as well, depending on how tired I'm feeling. And that just helps to keep everything nice and straight, ready to fire, ready to put those big numbers out in the bike. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to our channel.